we did, let's see, we're going to be on page 72, 73. And this is lesson 33. And it is similar. And then I'm just going to use my symbol, similar triangles. It's going to take lesson 32, which hopefully all of you turned in today, is going to take 32. And most likely, unless you stay after school, I won't get your 32 check today, but you'll get it back Monday. And it's not due until Wednesday. You still have another day to work on it. I believe that's right. I think that's right. Yeah, I'll have to check that, double check, but I think that's right. I don't know. Let me think about that one. Yeah, I was trying to think about my dates. I think I got it confused, but anyway, I think we're good to go. Okay, lesson 33. Today is the 7th. Let's see, we said it should be 72. And today's the 7th. And similar. Now, I'm not going to give you the page number because I think you should remember. They struggled a little bit in honors this morning, but I think it's just because it was 8 o'clock and they were weary a little bit. But do you remember what congruent triangles are? Do you remember? What are congruent triangles?
Triangles that are...
Yeah, they're equal to each other. That's probably not a great math definition. I think the official definition is they're matching up their angles. Their angles are congruent to each other, but they're exactly the same, right? Exactly the same. All the sides are the same to the other one. All the angles are the same to the other one. Well, now we're going to talk about what's similar. And I'll tell you, similar triangles look like a bigger one or smaller version of it. You know, it's like the little version and the big version of it. And so similar, they're going to tell you in just a minute, we'll define it. It says they have the same angles, because that makes them the same shape, but they're going to be different sizes. But listen to the word. The sides are going to be proportional. We did that in lesson 32. So let's go ahead and write that. Similar triangles have congruent angles. Oh, I need to say corresponding angles. That just means you have to match them up right. And proportional sides. Now I know you have a set of 2 triangles on this that are similar. And so we're going to draw them, label them so you'll know what we're talking about, and then we're going to do the post-its. Now, one of your post-its that you have today, we actually did not do last year. I may just skip that one and we can just pitch that one out when we get through. I may just go ahead and do it like I did last year because I didn't give you any of these for classwork, so I think we'll just do it that way. Probably easier. It'll be the blue one, the dark blue one that we won't use today, but it's fine. Just hold on to it right now. You can pitch that out when you go and throw your paper away, which some of you, the other day, you threw it in the garbage can and missed and didn't go back and pick it up. And Miss Brown does not like to go pick up after you because you are not her children. So please, your mama may do that for you, but I'm not doing that. So if you throw it at the garbage can you miss, you go pick it up. Okay, you have 2 triangles on here that are the same shape, but they're the same shape, they're different sizes. See your rectangle. Okay, that one we used a lot. It's the scalene, I saw a scalene acute. And then, I don't think we've used this one, but the one right under the rectangle is exactly the same shape. Do you see it? But it's smaller. So I'm going to draw the big one first. And then I'm going to draw the little one second. And that's actually all we need our geometry for, so you can just hold that. We're going to call this one ABC. And we're going to call this one DEF. So probably more than anything, this is notation. How we write it, how we say it. They're not congruent. You would totally agree with that. Y'all said it a while ago. You did better in my honors class this morning. You said they're the same. They are. They would be the same. These are not the same. They're similar. You know, and when we say things are similar in life, we say it means the same thing. they're alike. They have some things alike. They're not exactly alike, but they're similar. So here's the notation. Triangle ABC. Now look at the symbol. This is the symbol for congruent. The symbol for similar is just one squiggle to triangle DEF. Now that's automatically going to tell you which angles match up. See, angle A is going to be congruent to angle D. They have to be the same measure. So if this is 60 degrees, that has to be 60 because they have to add up to 180. Their angles are always going to be the same. Angle B would be congruent to angle E, and angle C would be congruent to angle F. So you still got to be able to know what we're talking about on that case. Now, the sides are proportional. Now, what does that mean? From 32, I'm going to flip back, but I'll come back if you don't have it all copied. Remember how we were given these in your classwork? Well, you're going to have to set this up and then cross multiply. So the only difference today is you're going to have to make this. And to make that, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to write it like this. I'm going to say big over little equals big over little. And I know that sounds weird, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'll put a star by it. There's actually 3 of these for every problem. I don't want to do all 3 of them because you don't need all 3 in every problem. Now, you can do it from the picture. It's probably easier to do it from the letters, from this. Because I know whatever the measure of AB is, if that's 10, then this one is going to be proportional to it. It might be 5. It might be 8. We know it's smaller. So we're going to say AB's measure is to DE, like this over this, equal. See how I'm matching them up? AB to DE. Now what do we want to use next? I think I'm going to do the BC. So I'll put the big triangle over the EF that matches up with it. So that's the difference. You have to match them up and make a proportion. Now, do you have to start with a big triangle? No. I usually start with the first one or the top one or whatever. But you have to you can't go big over little and then put little over big. You have to be consistent. So if you do big over little, then you got to do big over little. Or if you do little over big, you got to do little over big. Now you can do, I don't like it, most people miss it, you can do big to big as little as to little. And that to me is more confusing. So I would either do big over little or little over big. Let's try one. The first one we're going to do is, I have no idea what color that is. It's the one that says triangle UVW, which I kind of think it may be the aqua color one. I think mine are over there. Let me go get them. If I've got a yellow one. If I don't, I'll just use one of the aqua ones. Let me see if I've got a yellow one. I don't see it. I'll just use one of these. Because I think under the camera it does okay. Yeah, it'll do fine. Now, I didn't put the instructions on here, but the instructions are, probably this one would say find the unknown. I'm going to say find X, and remember your X is your question mark. So let's put an X right there. Now, because the little triangle's up here and the big triangle's down here, I'm going to do little, just like it is. I'm going to do little over big, little over big. So I'm going to write little over big, and then I'm going to do top to bottom, top to bottom. So I'm going to do proportion. I'm going to put a fraction equal a fraction. That's what a proportion is. So you were given them in lesson 32 on Tuesday. Now you have to set it up. Now you got to use the numbers that are given. I would do the one with the X in it first. Now, X is WV. So WV, let's go down here and write that. Let's see. We can do it on the Post-it. Why don't we do that? I know that WV of this one matches up. Now, it doesn't match up exactly the way you think it would because some of them are kind of the same size. But look up here. WV matches up with LM. So do we know LM? Look at your picture. Do you know LM? 44. To the big one would be X. See, I'm doing LM over WV. So 44 is to X. Now you should be okay, especially if they don't give you all of them. Now we're going to match up the other two, which is this one, and it should be that one. Let's see if they match up right. This one is, we're going to do the little one first. So this one is ML. No, we've just done that one, didn't we? Okay, ML was, okay, did I write 44 or did y'all take? That is 44, isn't it? Yeah, that is a 44. Okay. Okay. I know. When I get away from that light, and then my eyes are not that great anyway. Okay, so we've used this one. We did this one and this one. So now we need this one and this one. So we're going to go for the little one. So that's KL right here is to UV. Now, you really have to be careful if they give you all the sides, because I think we got one like that in just a minute, so we have to pay attention to which way they match up. So I like this. I really use this. So I need KL on the top, which is that the 48? Okay, I just want to make sure I have the right numbers. And then the bottom one is UV, which is the 132. Now, that's just like the problems you had in 32. I hear calculators opening. That's what you want to do. But I will do the arithmetic for you, so that'll help a little bit. We're going to cross multiply. We're going to do 44 times 132 equals X times 48. Now, you can put either one of these on either side. It doesn't matter. So 44 times 132 is 5808 equals 48x. Now, if you don't show that, just be careful with your arithmetic. If you want to butterfly it, you can circle those. So you've got 48x equals the 5,808. Divide by, oh, where's my x? There's an x in this somewhere. Whoa, right here, 48x. Thank you. Divide by 48. It's one of those days. And then x equals, and you may have already divided it, I think it's 121. And these should come out even. Now remember what we said about a proportion. If it's true, then this times this is going to equal that times that. So 44 times 132 is 5808. And 48 times 121 is going to be 5808. It has to be. If the proportions, if the ratios are equal, multiplying that way and multiplying this way and putting 121 right there, those two should multiply to 5808. Okay, number 2. Let's go.